What's up guys, I'm Undertaker, and this video is the very first video I've ever edited and uploaded with my new editing software, Final Cut Pro. If you don't know, that's Apple's $300 editing software. It's what they use to make actual movies. It's why the real YouTubers have MacBooks, because they use this very editing software that I'm using right now. If you didn't know, every single video I've uploaded until this point has been edited on iMovie. There's a couple videos that will be edited with iMovie that I'll upload it in the future, mostly because some videos I edit them as I go, and I'm not done with a few videos that I've edited on iMovie. But do let me know down below, is there any difference in the style of editing? I'm really curious to know. Drop a like, subscribe, and join my Discord. It's linked below, and let's start this video. Let's go over to the original intro. What's up guys, I'm Undertaker, and welcome back to another foraging video. I mean to say, it's a foraging video. Yeah, I don't really do many of these, but I have done them before, so I can say another one. Another foraging video that I'm gonna do today. And what am I gonna do in this foraging video? Well, I've decided to mine the dark oak for an hour to look at how much money you make and how much foraging experience you make. I don't have any real testing to show of mine to compare to like I do with my farming videos, to compare with how farming was before to what it is now, and foraging to what it is now to what it was before. But just know, with farming and foraging, you do get less experience and less money. Now, foraging was never a huge money maker, but you definitely do get less experience than you used to with foraging. I don't know how much less, but you do get less. But I'm going to be foraging the dark oak because that's the one that gives you the most experience, because there's more of it than any other. But it also gives you the least money, I believe. Yeah, out of all of them, dark oak gives the least. And for some reason, jungle gives the most. I don't know why, but that's just today. It always varies, but dark oak usually gives the least amount of money. But again, I'm not after money in this video. We're after foraging experience. And what is my setup in this video? Well, I'm using my light young dragon armor. I am going to do something about that in a second. I only have 572 mana, and that's not okay. I'll be using my toil tree capitator that's recombobulated, and hot potato book. I also need to fix that. That plus 20 is looking kind of poor. I'm also going to be using an aspect to the end, and a level 100 legendary monkey pet. Yeah, speaking of the light young dragon set, I've decided that I'm going to put necrotic on it and recombobulate. I mean, yeah, I hate money. Why? I don't even know why. It's just a spur of the moment thing. I'm just like, yeah, I need more mana, so I'm going to do the logical thing and spend like 40 million coins on a set that I use only sometimes. But of course, young is a set you're always going to want to have. It's useful, and I definitely am finding ways to justify my spending of a lot of money on the set for absolutely no reason. It's entertainment value, and I also get something out of it, which is the fun thing of getting all of my money back completely manually, because I don't usually take contraband. I mean, I only have a handful of times, and I don't really plan on taking a load of contraband. Well, I'll withdraw this 40 million coins, and there's a server reboot for game update. Can it just like not do that? Now I'm at my island, and I can go over here to, and I actually didn't mean to walk in that portal. Like, seriously, I really didn't. I'm at my island, and I'm not going to walk into that portal by accident. I'll go over here to my reforge anvil, and I'm going to have to get recombobulators. I only need 4 recombobulators and 4 necrotic reforged stones, and also some hot potato books. So I took out some cash money, and what exactly am I going to do to this set? I'm pretty much just going to put necrotic on it and recombobulate it. You could be like, well, Undertaker, it has no hot potato books. You could put all the hot potato books on it and just fully hot potato book it. No, I don't use it for combat. I might do that at some point, but not right now. I am, however, going to put 5 fuming hot potato books on my toil tree capitator, because it'll definitely give me a lot more money from dark oak and a lot more foraging experience. By the way, it won't. That's just a joke. I'm just spending a lot of money for no apparent reason. Here goes 4 recombobulators and 5 fuming hot potato books. So there's 5 of those, 4 of those. The necrotic reforged stone isn't too expensive. It's only about 100,000 coins, but the reforge itself is a bit more expensive when you're actually applying it. There's 4 of those. And by the way, just a tip I always tell you guys when I'm putting reforged stones on, do not recombobulate your armor before you reforge it, because it's just more expensive. It would just be spending more money than necessary recombobulating something before you put a reforge on it. And by the way, speaking of more money than necessary, I have 5 fuming hot potato books, 4 recombobulators, and 4 necromancer's brooch. And I'll take out this young dragon armor, put the necrotic reforge on it. There's the chest plate, there's the pants, and there's the boots. And now to recombobulate the set, a mythic young dragon helmet, a mythic chest plate, mythic pants, and mythic boots. There we go. Now I have more mana while wearing the set. 1372. I have like 1,000 more mana. Not quite 1,000, like 700. I have no idea. Something like that. It's definitely worth it. I spent a lot of money. And then speaking of spending a lot of money, here we go. Let's put some fuming potato books on this toil tree capitator. There we go. Now I have a fully hot potato booked tree capitator, a mythic young set, because I definitely needed it. I'm going to need an enchanted foraging sack, so I'm going to have to think about what collection it's in. Birch. Yes, the birch. The large enchanted foraging sack. I don't even have the necessary amount of collection. This is a video where I'm mining dark oak, but I'm going to have to go mine some birch. birch. Or I could just have a guild member craft one for me, but that's no fun. I'm gonna have to go max out my birch collection. So I'm gonna, set a stopwatch and break some birch. There's the stopwatch started, and now I'll just mine until I see the little collection thing pop up on my screen. I hate how you can't insta-break these things anymore. It's really annoying. You definitely do get less collection, less experience, less money. Foraging nowadays, they'll probably change that or do something when they add Foraging 60, because, whenever they add a level 60 skill to the game, they're gonna add ways to get it faster. Just a tip from Undertaker, I wouldn't really recommend going for level 60 in any skill that's not already level 60, because, when they add a level 60 skill for that, they're gonna make it easier to get. You're just gonna waste more time doing it now compared to later. And there we go, pausing the stopwatch. It's about 7 minutes and 50 seconds that it took me to get, I don't know how much collection it was, but to get this much that's in my inventory right now. That's 7 minutes and 51 seconds? Really? For this much enchanted birch? That's like 50,000 coins in about 8 minutes. That's really good. No, it's not. It's terrible. I realize you guys are probably going to yell at me for not having Feather Falling 10 on this and Depth Strider, so I'm going to go to the auction house right now and buy Feather Falling. There's one for 300k, and then a Depth Strider. Definitely overpay, but what do I care? There we go. Buy that. True Protection on the chest plate. He sells it for 873k, so I'll buy that. Go to my island. It's really annoying. Please stop. So I'll go to my anvil and I'll apply True Protection, and then I'll go to the anvil, apply Feather Falling, and then I'll apply Depth Strider. There we go. Now I have like slightly better stuff. And then I can go back into my birch collection. I just unlocked birch collection 10 and the foraging sack 16 times 7 enchanted birchwood. That's 112 birchwood. I probably shouldn't have sold the birchwood that I did, but I mean, who cares? And then I can get a large enchanted foraging sack. So everything's in my personal compactor. And by the way, it's in redstone collection if you're wondering exactly how to get the personal compactor. All right, with all that, I'll go back to the park, and then I'll go to the dark oak place, and I'll start foraging the dark oak. I'll verify that my sacks are indeed empty. I guess I'll take note of my current foraging experience as usual. Right there, 366,000. I'll sell this spruce wood, and then I'll take note of my current dark oak collection in the foraging section, just over 1 million. I'll go up here, and I'll start for an hour. 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. And yep, still not insta breaking, but hey, what can I do? I mean, I don't usually forage, and I mean, I definitely would get foraging 60, no problem, but with what I said earlier in the video, how you get less experience now than before, that's kind of demotivating to, go do it. I mean, I definitely have no problem with foraging. I mean, I don't mind it at all. I literally don't care, but I'd rather not waste my time, so to speak. Of course, you're wasting your time with Skyblock. What's the point in even doing any of this? But I'd rather not waste my time in the sense that I could spend my time more wisely doing something else right now compared to doing foraging. Just about 20 minutes in, just about 40 minutes remaining. I did just have to switch lobbies because some kid was, going around and taking all the dark oak and making it so I had to get about half for around 5 minutes. It's really annoying. I mean, some kids will just go there and, get half for you and themselves because, there's not enough trees to go around, so why doesn't he just leave when he sees me there? For one thing, it's illogical to do that to yourself. Even though you're stealing from another person, it's also illogical because you're both getting less, and that's not good because you want to get the most amount of experience you can. You're not just stealing from somebody else, you're also stealing from yourself when it comes to things like that, at least. If there's some kid that's making it so you can't break as much as you can if he won't leave, just switch lobbies yourself. That's just another tip from Undertaker. 38 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. 34 minutes and 6 seconds remaining, and I'm gonna have to pause for, dinner time, because as I say, sometimes food is somewhat important. And just like that, I've ate food, and now I can just resume the timer and then just keep foraging, I guess. I almost said keep mining, but then I realized I'm not mining, I'm cutting logs at not insta-break speeds, which is kind of sad, but, hey, I guess we'll have to see exactly how much foraging experience I make. Well, anyway, guys, I'm about done foraging dark oak for an entire hour. And instead of with mining, where I stand in one spot and move my mouse in a circle, with foraging, I've been walking around in a circle for an hour. Basically, walking around in a circle. I mean, seriously, I really am. And with mining, I move my mouse in a circle. And there we go. As I mine this last tree, I'm done foraging for an entire hour. Let's take a look what I got in my enchanted foraging sack. 914 enchanted dark oak wood. That's literally all I got. So an hour of walking in a circle, I got the amount of wood that you see in my inventory right now. Is that good? Is that bad? But we'll have to see. My collection is 1,168,347. If I would have only gotten 700 more dark oak collection, I would have gotten 1,169,000 collection, but you can't have everything in life, as I always say. I will pause the recording, take a look at my current skill experience, and then take a look at my experience before, collection before, and all of that good stuff. Well, it's been just about 2 hours, and I've edited the video up until this point. I am using Final Cut Pro now, so the editing process is a little bit different, and I just started using the app very recently, and it's taking me a bit longer to edit than I normally would, because Final Cut Pro is just so complicated compared to what I'm used to, but I definitely can do a lot more with it. Drop a like if you've noticed a change in the editing style, the editing process at all. I definitely have noticed a bit of a change, for me at least, on my end. Anyway, guys, how much experience did I get in this video? Well, just approaching 500,000 experience, and I know for a fact you would have gotten more back in the day, but hey, again, that's why I don't recommend you guys do any skills that are not currently level 60, because when they become level 60, they'll definitely add ways to get that skill more rapidly. And how much collection did I get? Well, I got just about 150,000 dark oak collection in an hour. And editing the video, I did realize I never even told you my real foraging stats. I just kind of spent money for no reason instead of doing that. Of course, right now it's super easy, barely an inconvenience to tell you guys my foraging stats, but I think spending money for no reason is pretty tight. Alright, what are my foraging stats? Well, of course, you know I'm using this toilet decapitator that gives 5% extra foraging experience because it's recombobulated. Yes, it's recombobulated. Why wouldn't you recombobulate it? I mean, there is a lot of reasons not to. For one, it's not necessarily worth it. I have 176 foraging fortune. My foraging level is level 29. That is kind of pathetic. I know, it's not even level 60. Of course, there's not a level 60 foraging. I mean, if they'd add it and make foraging easier to get, I'd go for foraging 60 in a heartbeat. Now you know my foraging stats, and now you don't know how much money I made. How much money did I make? I don't know. I'm asking that question. Let's go into the bazaar and see that the current sell offer price is 607 coins, and you see inventory 914 items. That's how many enchanted dark oak I have, so just take that and multiply it by the current price if you're ever interested at any point in the future watching this video. There you are. And 549,000 coins plus the unenchanted, so roughly 550,000 coins, not exactly, but. And let's just create a sell offer for the regular oak, 622.9 coins. The actual amount of money I made was 549,721.9 coins in an entire hour of mining the dark oak. Well, yeah, 549,000 is not a lot of money. Foraging is obviously not very good money. I wouldn't even recommend you do foraging at all. I mean, just wait until a level 60 still comes out for it. I mean, it could be 6 months from now, it could be a year from now, but I guess if you want some strength, do it a little bit, but I wouldn't recommend going all the way for the level 50 skill at this point in time, unless you want skill average or something. Well, anyway, that's just my opinion. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you go down there, hit the like button and subscribe, join my Discord, support me on Patreon so I can afford Spotify Premium. Have a great day. See you guys tomorrow for a brand new video. Goodbye.